It's the first Thursday of the second quarter of the year. Time truly flies by, and later on we'll show you something that will make you realize how you can gain valuable and memorable experiences through your long journey. In the meantime, we have another round of inspiring stories to share with you, so let's get rolling.
What about you, dear viewers? Share with us your worthwhile story using the hashtag CFO Stories when CFO Today International returns.
Vaccinations and medications play a vital role in the public health, even more so in our time. Have you ever wondered how the production behind these works? Let us now travel to the Ecclesiastical District of Western Europe to meet Brother Michael, who will tell us how it is like to be part of this whole process. So, Brother Michael, kiririn mo na yan!
I am Brother Michael van Acker, a booklet member in the Group Worship Service of Aalst, Belgium, in the Ecclesiastical District of Western Europe.
My profession is a Quality Control Analyst in a pharmaceutical testing company. In concrete terms, this implies our clients give us a main component and we are the ones who are responsible in developing it into a type of medication. It takes several steps to get to the final product, so it may be offered to the client for them to continue their research on humans and animals. In layman terms, these necessary steps in our production process are the following. Safety in the lab is very important. This is why we have to protect ourselves with a lab coat. Safety glasses are also necessary to protect our eyes. A mask is needed not only for COVID, but also to protect ourselves of inhaling powder particles. Next, we have the gloves. Those are needed to protect us while we work with liquid products, for example, organic solutions. Because getting in touch with those kind of solutions can cause severe burns, and of course, we want to avoid that. In case it is a very dangerous product that we are using in the lab, we use extra sleeves to protect ourselves of getting spills on our coat, so that we will not carry it around the lab, and that other colleagues can be in touch with it. When we work with bacteria, we also need to use an extra lab coat to wear above our main coat. Our trash we can throw away in a normal trash can. Our trash is collected in special bags and thrown away in a special trash can. Now we are ready to go into the lab. I am someone who has always been interested in science.
to be more specific, in the pharmaceutical and biotechnology fields. Thus, this was also the course that I took back in college. I think my studies really prepared me for my current job. Witnessing so many people getting sick due to various illnesses, especially in our time, made me want to contribute in finding solutions for this so I can be of help in those in need. The feeling when I finish a certain project and reflect on the things that I have accomplished is indescribable. It really gives me a boost. Aside from the salary, of course, knowing that the client is satisfied motivates me to keep up with the good work and to further improve myself. As a professional in quality control, personal tips that I would like to share is to plan your days ahead as much as possible. This also includes making sure your planning has room for unexpected changes. I believe that time management is very important, as you can do much more than you would think if you have everything scheduled. And as a member of the Church of Christ, my topmost priority is always performing my God-given duties.
I remember that combining my studies with my obligations inside the church did not always go as smoothly. However, never did it cross my mind to abandon my church duties, because I firmly believe that nothing is impossible with God by my side. Here in our district, I am one of those who are trusted to organize and host our CFO activities. And during these activities, I sometimes get the opportunity to share my working habits and previous study habits with my fellow brethren, so they may apply this as well when it comes to their own careers.
So keep in mind to always include God in your plans, also in your careers, because He's the only one who can provide us success in our lives. If I can do it, so you can. Kaya, career inyo yan!
Now you know, dear viewers, what a quality control analyst do and why you should be one of them. This career carries a great responsibility to ensure a certain product meets quality standard. To have a successful career within pharmaceutical quality control, you will need a good reputation within the industry and a willingness to learn. Demonstrating these key characteristics as well as a strong knowledge of general practices will help you progress your career. We hope you learned something new today. I'm your host, Sister Patty Quintos, and see you again in the next episode of Career Mode.
Hello and how are you? I hope you're enjoying your break with us here on CFO Today. Okay, let's go on a mini virtual tour with our brethren in Northwest California and learn some of the best spots to visit in San Francisco. Here we go!
You probably heard of the city of San Francisco with all of its famous and popular tourist attractions. But as one who has lived in the area for a long time, do you want to know what our favorite local spots are? Come and join us as we explore the local favorites of San Francisco.
Hello everyone, I'm Sister Sophia, a CFO officer from the...
Hello everyone, I'm Sister Kayla, a CFO officer from...
Hello everyone, I'm Sister Pauline, a CFO officer from the
District of Northwest California.
The city of San Francisco has a long history of Spanish influence and colonization. It became famous in 1848 during the Gold Rush era, when many from all over the country came to this seaside city to find gold. Now, San Francisco is a mesh of all sorts of cultures, with good food, music, and many historic attractions. But today, bring on your hiking shoes as we take you to explore our favorite local spots.
First on the list is definitely a local favorite, the Mosaic Steps. These steps were inspired by the world-famous steps in Rio de Janeiro and were recreated here in San Francisco as a community project back in 2005.
And just a bus ride away, more up north in San Francisco, is another hidden spot, the Sutro Baths. Many people love to come to San Francisco to hike, but did you know that at the end of one of these trails, you can find the Sutro Baths? This place was created back in 1894 as one of the largest indoor swimming pool establishments. Now, people come here to relax and enjoy the view of the water.
And just another few minutes up north is one of my favorite places, the Palace of Fine Arts. This place was originally constructed as a place to showcase art from around the world for an exhibition back in 1915.
Now, these structures are all that remains and is a favorite spot for friends and locals to meet to have a picnic or to take pictures.
Speaking of hikes, have you ever hiked Lover's Lane Trail? This footpath dates back to the Civil War days as a shortcut for soldiers to get back to their families and loved ones during the war.
But my favorite place of all is the chapel in the local congregation of San Francisco, which is just a few minutes away from all of the favorite places we went to today. This is our oldest congregation in the District of Northwest California and was the first congregation on the mainland USA outside of the Philippines, which will be celebrating 54 years this year. The pioneers of this local congregation are truly inspiring and have shaped my faith to also become an effective officer in the Church of Christ. Because of their perseverance back in the 60s, from this local congregation, many more congregations in our district grew.
We hope you enjoyed this tour of our local favorites here in the city of San Francisco. This is our story, our home, because I am here today.
Do you enjoy the mini tour? Me too, dear viewers. Thanks to our lovely sisters who took us around their city and shared with us not just their favorite places and its history, but also for taking us to one of the beautiful houses of worship of the Iglesia ni Cristo that is in San Francisco. Once again, thank you for touring with us today. Take care and see you later.
Visual art can encourage inner creativity and can also be a means to share experiences and perspectives to others. It can feel very isolating navigating through another year of the pandemic. That's why it's important to prioritize our mental and emotional well-being to reduce stress and maintain a healthy mind. Here's how two sisters in the Ecclesiastical District of Greater Toronto use visual art to stay creative and healthy throughout the pandemic.
Hi, I'm Sister Rambi, a Kadiwa member from the District of Greater Toronto.
Hello, I'm Sister Camille, also a Kadiwa member from the District of Greater Toronto.
Today, we'll be sharing with you our passion for visual arts and how it can contribute to your overall happiness and well-being. I've been creating art ever since I was a kid. I grew up in an age where iPads weren't accessible yet, and so I was lucky enough to play and bond with my cousins without advanced technology. So growing up, back when I was around 7 years of age, one of my cousins used to enjoy drawing, and I thought she was good at it. It caught my attention, and I wanted to be as good as she was.
Visual art relieves the stress that I experience because what I create is not only a representation of what I am feeling or how I want to feel, but what I do is up to me. A lot of the stress that I feel is very dependent on how I do in school or in work, but when I draw or paint, all I think about is me and how I feel. So when I draw or paint, I just think about the canvas or the sketchbook in front of me and how I want to represent my worldview. So I don't really think about the evaluations of anyone else but my own.
I always find myself going back to creating art. This especially came through during the initial part of the pandemic. So one way I tried to cope with my thoughts was to disconnect from the world and to give my full attention to creating art. Visual arts encourages my creativity and imagination. To become creative, I get the chance to challenge my imagination and to alter my perspective to gratitude. I realize that I have more than enough to get me started. It encourages me to be grateful for what God has blessed me with.
Art boosts my self-esteem by allowing me to make my perspective and vision real. Art was something that I used to cope with in terms of my self-confidence. Creating art then became something that would help my self-esteem so I can hopefully make things that are beautiful and then ultimately see that beauty can come from me.
What mindfulness means to me is to become fully present. This means avoiding and neglecting any thoughts that are part of the past and the future.
Creating art allows me to remember that life is wonderful and beautiful despite whatever hardships I might be going through. I love doing art-related projects for the church because it blends my love for art and my membership. I kind of see art as a way to give thanks to our Almighty God, as it is also an instrument from Him too, because art has helped me throughout my times of loneliness and self-doubt. Creating art has helped me spiritually because it made me realize that beauty is actually all around me, which in my darkest moments gave me the epiphany that I am truly blessed and loved by our Almighty Father.
With evolving technologies, information doesn't just come from word of mouth, but is now available through social media platforms. This especially comes in handy whenever the church needs a poster design for a particular event or activity.
For activities, visual arts can help tie everything together for the participation, interaction, and enjoyment of the brethren.
I never really thought I'd be able to help out with the church with a skill. I'm always going to be thankful and grateful for I was trusted to give assistance and support to them. And I believe that everything happens for a reason and that God has blessed me with the skill to give an extra helping hand.
Not only does visual art allow us to express our inner creativity, but it can also help us keep our mental and emotional well-being in order. What better way to use the skills and talents that our Almighty God has given us by using them to serve and glorify Him? I am Sister Ozga Viola, and stay tuned for more health and wellness tips only here on Your Wellness Today.
Hello, Cabricadas! How are y'all doing? You know how I am? I'm excited because today's segment, I've waited for them to be featured for so long, so I won't make this intro any longer. Welcome to your quick entertainment break. Entertainment only here in CFO Today International! Cabricadas, I am so honored to present to you this group of active brethren of ours whom I also take the pleasure of calling my friends. They are from the Ecclesiastical District of Ottawa, Canada. Represent, because I'm also from the same district, in case nobody knows. But anyways, they will let us discover today this classic INC original music entitled Gather Together. Let's roll it!
Must we gather together, gather together, gather. Hey, everyone, you need to know the truth. You need to know the truth, yeah. 'Cause I've been walking around. I wanna share my faith with you. So take a moment and listen up closely. I'll only take a minute of your time. Oh, the words that you will hear is exactly what you need. Even if it may hurt, the truth will set you free. Must we gather together, gather together, gather together. That's the will of God. Gather together, gather together, gather together. gotta live by all of his teachings. Yeah, it's God's will we must fulfill. If you want eternal life, we must gather together, gather together. We must be gathered together, gather together.
Let's get to know the dancers, everybody, from the Ecclesiastical District of Ottawa, Canada. Hi, everybody. Please introduce yourselves to all of our viewers.
Hello po, I'm Sister Shirlene Capua from the local congregation of Montreal, and I am a Kadiwa member po.
Hello, my name is Sister Erica Pandongan, and I am from the local congregation of Montreal, and I am a Binhi member.
Hello po, I'm Brother Simon Galiza, and I am also from the local congregation of Montreal, and I am in the Bini organization.
We are so glad to have you here, everybody. Well, I gotta ask, what is the story behind this choreography, Sister Shirlene?
So I made this choreo po for a performance for an AIDS Humanity event for our district po. And that's the first time we actually got together, the Kadiwa and Binhis, to perform po as dancers. And ever since that very moment, that performance, we've been performing for multiple events inside the church.
You were literally gathered together. Isn't that so nice? Well, Sister Erica, do you have a message to those who want to learn how to dance?
We've always heard the term practice makes perfect, which is very true when it comes to dancing. And you know, when you're dancing, you don't have to always perfect the moves. It's always what comes from the heart and enjoying the moments you have with the brothers and sisters. And of course, to glory Almighty God.
Aww, that's so lovely, Sister Erica. Well, do you have any greetings?
Of course, first of all, we'd like to greet our district minister, Brother Jose Razon II, as well as our assistant district minister, Brother Eleazar Garcia, and Brother Rainer Castor, who is also our multimedia advisor. We'd also like to say hi to all of our parents and to all the Kadiwa and Binhis, and that we're also inviting you to join us in our dance practices and hopefully also perform with us and make Christian music videos with us.
Oh, thank you so much, Sister Shirlene, Sister Erica, Brother Simon. Thank you for being here with us here in CFO Today. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. No matter where you're from, we hope that this program, CFO Today, has reached you and given you a smile or even just a sliver of hope and inspiration for you to go out there, out of your comfort zone, and make friends and hone your talents with them and participate in our activities inside the Christian family organizations. We just want to greet Sister Laarni de Aro, Sister Kyra de la Cruz, Sister Jasmine Rolyoda, and Sister Rainiel Nura, some of the dancers that we had earlier, as well as Sister Michaela Uplos, the one behind the scenes, and all of our brethren there in the Ecclesiastical District of Ottawa, Canada. Hello po, everybody. We love you all so much po. This has been your host, Sister Nina Nobelio, telling you to sing your heart out, that it may inspire all those who are around you. See you in the next segment, only here in your quick entertainment break, Break-tertainment! Hey! In CFO Today International! Bye everybody, see you in the next one, and don't forget to break it down. Stay safe! Bye-bye!
I was only a little girl when I first learned the concept of wishes. I was captivated by the magical idea that I could get whatever I wanted. All I had to do was ask. Then I was told it could only be under exactly the right circumstances, like if a shooting star appeared or on my birthday. When I turned 5, I wished to be a princess. Being royalty meant I could get whatever I wanted anytime and not wait for those favorable circumstances to present themselves to me. When that didn't come true, and despite waiting an entire year, I figured maybe I didn't do my wish correctly. Maybe I blew my candles wrong or accidentally opened my eyes whilst wishing. I couldn't just wish to be a princess. I had to be more specific with my wish and exact with my method. Maybe I should have wished for my parents to be king and queen so that I'd be a princess by default.
I didn't just stick to birthdays either. I took advantage of all sorts of superstitions. As a teenager, I gave up on the princess dream and wished for what I thought were simpler things, like having a forever friend.
Best friends forever.
I thought that maybe my wish didn't come true because I said it out loud. So from then on, I kept my wishes even more secret, even more simple. As I got older, I learned to settle for less and less, each time my hope dashed by disappointment. And I couldn't understand how other people didn't even bother asking to be rich or to win the lottery. Were they jaded too, like me? I mean, they weren't wishing for half the things I did when I was wishing on stars and throwing coins into fountains. All they did was say, thanks. I stopped wishing. I stopped relying on superstitions, on candles, or on eyelashes. I learned instead to place my trust, my complete hope, in someone more reliable, who would never let me down. I realized that what I should have been seeking in the first place was a thankful heart. I should have asked for the clarity of mind to see the blessings that I already had, instead of what I thought I missed out on. I learned that what I should have aspired for all along was gratitude.
Imagine that, dear viewers. If our lives will flash by in just 5 minutes, what memories would you pick to be part of that short story? Too many to choose from, right? But always remember this, dear viewers. Right at this moment, you don't have to have everything figured out. Just like in the CFO vision we just shared with you. The days are long, but the years will just fly by. Savor that time by being a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. And always make sure to thank our Lord God for all the time that He gives you. And that's all for this Thursday. Don't forget to tune in to INC Radio Canada every Sunday at 8 a.m. Philippine time and to INC Radio Chat Line every Saturday at 12:01 a.m. Philippine time. We're back to our local episode tomorrow, so we'll see you again next Thursday. I am Sister Ozga Viola. Always be inspired by Christian living here on CFO Today.